Welcome to the Indatrashpodcast, variety podcast. Talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else I feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Rambosstheterrible, and the man to my right, who is always looking at the world through a glass half full, MikeEhle. What's going on, man? How you been?
Going on, man. Had a great trip. I'll talk about it later. I don't know. We'll see if we got enough time.
I hope so. I hope we do. I hope we make it to that. But anyway, cue the intro. All right, so before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show, I just wanted to kind of go over a couple things with you guys. We would really like it if you could like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those things. It really does help us out with the algorithm. We are trying to grow, so any help that you would give us, we would be eternally grateful to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to throw out to you was that I am streaming now. So if you wanted to kind of talk live with me one-on-one, or not one-on-one, me versus whoever the hell's watching me, right? You can find me on Twitch, and you can find me on Twitch, actually, on YouTube, and Facebook, and TikTok, all by searching basically just Ramboss the Terrible. I'll pop up, all right?
What's the better one to actually talk to? What's the best one to work?
The best one to talk to me on is Twitch, 100%. Twitch.
Okay.
It's really hard to talk on Facebook because basically, like, Facebook doesn't connect the chat to the chat that I see on the programs that I use. Yeah. So I have to, like, actively monitor Facebook's chat and YouTube's chat, like, separately from Twitch chat, because Twitch chat is the one that comes through all the time. So if you really want to reach out to me, Twitch is the way to go. I already made it to affiliate, so I can actually get paid for streaming now, which is kind of cool. But yeah, if you want to support, feel free to come on through on Twitch or any of those other places. Just search Ramboss Terrible. I'd love to see you over there. And then that's all I got actually for that. I don't have shit else to say on that.
Well, what you be gaming on? I saw you playing a game earlier today. What was that one?
Yeah, I was playing a game called Wukong, Black Myth Wukong.
Okay, yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it before, I think a couple weeks back. And I'm still playing it. Like, I'm not terribly good at it, although I think I'm better at the game than I give myself credit for. Because I was talking to a guy today on stream, and he was saying, "Oh, you're at the boss that took me more than 80 tries to kill."
And you're at 79.
80. Dude, I killed him in 9 tries.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm not too bad at this game. Maybe I'm actually all right. Because most bosses, maybe he's just really bad. I don't know. He was a cool guy, but he was like telling me like where to go and kind of like helping me out, being my guide. Because I don't like to look up anything. Huh?
He tell you he was a 5-year-old kid.
He's a fucking child. Yeah. His Twitch name was like Wei Zhang, and yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Yeah. But yeah, he was helping me out quite a bit, and I appreciate him for it, because he was like I said, he was telling me things, because I don't like to look up things about video games, especially on stream. Like when I have people watching me, like I'd rather have them help me than me just going online and looking up the answer. Right? I'm like, I ask them, I try to engage them.
Let's see you.
Yeah, you kind of keep it going, and some people really do like to see you struggle.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, that's fine too, because if I'm struggling, people are watching and they kind of either want to see me fail or they want to see me succeed. So either way, you still get people watching, right? But yeah, so he was helping me out, and I really was grateful about it. And he actually got me to the boss. It's like a secret boss, kind of. He basically got me to that secret boss. And then he's like, all right, well, I'm going to bed because it took me 80 tries, and I'm not going to sit here for 80 tries, basically. And I was like, all right, well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot. And then I beat him in 9 tries. So in like literally less than 30 minutes, I beat the guy. So I fucking wrecked him. His name was Yellow Long. He wasn't even there to watch it. He wasn't even there to watch it. Wasn't even there. But I get to, if he ever comes back, I get to tell him, be like, hey, obviously I beat the fucking guy. So, but yeah, He was cool. He's a cool guy.
That's all. Thanks for the easy victory.
Easy. Dude, I say that after like every boss I fight. It doesn't matter how many times I try to beat him or anything. Every time if I win, I'm like easy. Even if it was like fucking a dick hair to die, you know, like just like
200 try and still almost
exactly. died. Or I say easy or clean. Yeah. I'm like, oh, clean. And it's the same thing in Warcraft. Like if we're playing WoW, and like say you have 25 people, right? And like the boss is about to die, but only like 2 people are still alive, and then the boss dies, right? But only 2 people survive. Everybody still says, "Oh man, easy, clean," like all according to plan.
Good shit.
Like, yeah. So yeah, the game's fun. Black Myth Wukong. I'm on chapter 4, almost done with it. I believe I'm almost done with it. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I just beat Yellow Long. I think he might be he's definitely towards the end of the chapter, but I don't know how far along. I mean, I haven't beat the game yet, so I don't know. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a very hard game.
What platform?
It's not, as far as I know, PlayStation 5 and PC. Okay. I don't know if it's on Xbox or not. But I know it's on PS5 and I know it's on PC, obviously, because I'm playing it on Steam.
I'm about to break down about PlayStation 5.
I mean, the only reason I would get a PlayStation 5 would be to play college football with you.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, I think I can play college football on PC, and it's cross-platform.
I think you can.
So I don't even think I need a PS5. Like, why would I buy a PS5 if I can just play you on my PC is amazing. Huh?
I'm not good with computers.
Oh, I mean... console kind of takes all that away. Oh no! I got my controller, dude. See? Boop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, literally just plug it in and play. I don't play with the mouse and keyboard on much of anything.
I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I'm just so used to playing with a controller.
Yeah.
That I just, you know, if I can play a game with with a actual video game controller, I'll play with that. Yeah, it's just so much easier to me.
Commodore 64s, man, organ trail was hard. On the keyboard.
Commodore 64. Yeah. Did you actually play that game growing up? I was too young for that, I think.
No, we actually played that in school.
Oh,
never made it to Oregon.
Yeah, I bet. All right, so I want to actually get into something that's not the video game stuff.
Oh.
But there was something that I was reading about, and it kind of caught my eye, and I just wanted to know what your opinion on this would have been. All right.
Okay.
So, BMW, they had a program basically saying that if you were buying one of their newer vehicles, you were going to have to pay a subscription to use the heated seats feature. How do you feel about that?
I'll go by the other thing where I just plug in a cigarette lighter. Fuck that shit. A subscription for heated seats?
Yeah, $18 a month.
Yeah, no. Not worth it.
Not even if you live in Maine or some cold ass place. Washington.
Like I said, I'll go buy that one you throw on your seats and you plug it in your cigarette lighter.
And that's it. Is that a real thing? Is that a thing?
I think they do have those things.
So, okay. I didn't know that cigarette lighter could charge that.
I'll buy a heated blanket and throw that bitch on. Because they got massage chairs for the fucking cars. That I figured.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got massage chairs for us. I figured I'm sure they got the heated thing that you can. But let me guess, the BMW don't have a cigarette lighter no more. Cars don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
Yeah, cars don't have that no more. Then you just go buy a fucking heated blanket.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. Like, I don't know if my truck has a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, see, my car.
I don't think it does.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think mine does. To tell you the truth, like unless it's hidden somewhere, like I don't see.
See,
why
they might have the little thing, but they don't have that. No car has that little push-in cigarette lighter no more.
Yeah, the one that had like the heating element on it, like you push it in and it heats up, and you pull it off, and fucking. It would just burn the shit out of you. It fell on your.
I'm about to say I burnt my buddy with that shit one time. We were fucking driving.
Yeah, those things are bad.
I was giving the light the thing, and I just stabbed him in the fucking hand and shit.
Oh shit!
Melted his fucking
his flesh.
Yeah, that's all it was. That shit was so nasty.
Yeah, those things are. I mean, they're pretty dangerous. Like in all seriousness, that is kind of a pretty dangerous thing to have in the car.
I got a 2004 runner, so I get to show my kids. I was like, you know what this thing is right here? Let me show you how it works. And they said,
you just reminded me.
Glow on that shit.
Yeah. Stay away from that.
That's just still.
You just reminded me. I saw this thing about these like football players. They're like all in college now. They're all very young kids, obviously, and well, I guess young men, and they were giving them like things that they wouldn't really know what they were. So they were handing them like a VHS tape. They were like, "What is this?" And someone was like, "A CD." I was like, "What the fuck?"
You know, you gotta know. They don't even know.
That made me feel so old.
I
was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
And then they gave them so the VHS tape. They gave them a floppy disk, right? And they were like, I don't know what. Like people were just lost. Like, what the fuck is this thing?
Floppy
and
disk.
then
the games were on floppy disk.
Yeah, and you had to pull out the floppy disk and insert the next disk or whatever, and like keep doing that type of shit.
I think Oregon Trail floppy disk. I think I had a game. I think I had Double Dragon on floppy disk.
I don't remember. We had some games on floppy disk. I just can't remember what they were. Yeah, like again, I was so young at that time. Like it just did not register what the hell it was. And then the other, so it was a cassette tapes, floppy disks, and a VHS tape. Those are like the three things that they were given to the kids. Yeah. And the only one that a lot, give them what?
Walkman.
Oh yeah, Walkman would have been, dude. You remember when fucking CDs had like that anti-skip technology or whatever?
Yeah.
And that was like a big deal.
Yeah, you could actually play them in the car now.
Exactly. Instead of like bouncing around and like just like damn.
I remember you had one that didn't have the anti-skip. All right, man, hold it up here right quick. Your buddies just hold that shit while you drive.
It was so ridiculous. I have a cousin who she still has CDs, right? But the thing is, like, I don't think her car has a CD player in it. Yeah. So she had this like thing where she could put the CD in and it connected to like a cassette, and then the cassette would play and it would play the CD. You know what I'm talking about? It's like an attachment.
That's how we had a ride too.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is fucking old ass technology. Yeah, like adapting a CD to a cassette.
I wonder if they had the shit for iPods. I mean, like, let's say if you didn't have Bluetooth, if you were to buy that cassette and plug it into your iPhone, would it work?
I'm sure they probably have something to like adapt those two. I don't know. What was the first? Do you remember the first CD that you bought?
CD,
like a music CD.
It probably was Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah. All right.
Bone Thugs was huge.
Mine was Illmatic by Nas.
Yeah. Yep. Mine was like Bone Thugs. I don't remember. I had E40 on cassette. I remember it was the purple cover and everything.
Nice.
I had Easy E on cassette. Well, yeah, damn. I think my first CD might have been Bone. I think.
Respect. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I remember listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I remember when fucking MTV actually played music.
Yeah.
Like, and they had this thing on it. I can't remember the name of it, but basically you would call in and you could request like certain songs to be played, and they would only ever play like 20 seconds of the song. But I remember seeing the music video for Bone Thugs and Harmony's Crossroads.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember being like blown away by the twist, this so-called twist of the video. Do you remember that? Do you remember the video?
Uncle Charles?
Yeah, I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
His eyes turn black. He touch everybody, their eyes turn black and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm over here thinking he's like death, you know, like he was just like that's what he was. Yeah. But in the end, it turns out he's the angel of death. So he takes him to the top of the mountain, takes off his black trench coat, and his fucking huge ass white wings come out.
Yeah, they're all climbing up the mountain. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And I remember thinking, I was like, well, as a kid, I was like, this is fucking musical genius. You know, like
these guys are genius.
just blown away. Like, oh my God. Yeah, that whole shit. But yeah, I remember that video like blew me away.
I used to love coming home from school, and that's when you watched the countdown.
Yeah. It was it like top 10 or top 20
like
or some shit like that? I can't remember. Yeah, it was some, I don't know. But, and it was Daly, John Daly or something like that. What was his name?
Yeah.
Was it John Daly?
I think it was.
Something.
Pauly Shore did it. I think it was John Daly. John Daly.
Carson Daly. Carson Daly.
Was it Carson?
That was his name. His name was Carson Daly.
What was the girl that did the Spring Break? MTV Spring Break.
That I don't remember.
I forgot, man. She was bad though. I forgot who she was.
Don't remember. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I just remember like watching those shows. Like that, dude. I was so young. I was still living in the Bronx. Yeah. Like when I was watching that shit.
It was funny.
Like,
so
it was
I was
a long time
in the
ago.
Navy in '98, and we pulled into Cozumel. And, you know, Cozumel was just right across from Cancun.
Yeah.
So we were playing MTV Spring Break in Cancun that year, and our CEO was like, "Nobody go to Cancun. If I see you motherfuckers at Cancun." Like, I don't want no sailor at the spring break thing. We're like, man, come on, man.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, they weren't having it. But yeah, no, MTV used to be pretty popping back in the day. Now I don't think they do. I don't even, dude, tell you the truth, I don't even know if MTV still exists.
I don't know.
I know. I genuinely don't know.
On it and something else. I might
that's about it.
Or something. Yeah, and MTV they owned VH1 and all that shit too.
I don't know if they own. Did they own it? Like they were over. Okay, I didn't even know that. Yeah. But I did remember I watched MTV, VH1, and BET. Those were like my 3 music channels that I used to watch all the time. Yep. And then I remember watching fucking Soul Train. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I don't remember that dance. We used to have this one all-dog channel on. It wasn't on. It was like on antenna. And it was like channel 89 or something. It was nothing but a straight request music video. Not music.
Really?
Video, music. That's all it was, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I heard a lot of songs that you don't hear on fucking BET and MTV and all that.
So you had that. Yeah. When I started hearing music that I wasn't accustomed to hearing, once what is it called? Like LimeWire and those kind of things came out. Yeah, because that was when like people would they would like start burning CDs and shit like that. Yeah. And I got a lot of like I would literally just burn CDs too and like sell them to people and people would sell me theirs and shit.
CD or something.
Exactly.
If you want on the CD, I'll make it for you.
No, exactly. Like, and if you liked a girl or some shit like that, you'd make them like a little love disc. Some stupid shit like that.
It's so bad that I used to record music off the radio with a cassette.
Yeah.
And every time I hear Bone, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, the first song,
right
at the end, I always say KMJJ because that's what they used to say after I listened to it so much on the radio, on my tape. And I always used to cut it off right at the end. KMJJ, most requests. And every time I hear the song, I just think about that KMJJ most requests.
It just comes back to you. That's like Hot 97. That's it. Hot 97. It's just like, and they're like, burr, 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 burr.
But that's how I remember the song. That lyrics in there somewhere. I know that lyrics in there.
There was another Bone Thug song. What was it called? Like First of the Month, I think it was called.
Yeah.
The first of the month. Get it, get it, get it. That song was I used to like that song a lot too. So good times, man.
You can't listen to that song every day of the month though. It's like, but you used to listen to it on every. That's still singing like it was the first of the month.
It's the first of the month. Get it, get it, get it. I saw a meme the other day. It said, what was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday actually, and it was like, oh well, time to go wake up Green Day. Because there was a wake me up when September ends.
They were at San Diego when I was just at San Diego this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did.
What, are they doing a show or something?
Yeah, Petco Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we were down there that weekend, and man, Uber tickets, but Uber rides back home. Let's say if you're going back to Mission Valley. Yeah,
they charge a premium.
$140 from downtown to Mission Valley, like $140. Yeah. Same thing. I had a friend that stayed in Imperial Beach, and it was about $150.
Yeah. So actually, Uber and Lyft and those companies got in some shit about that because they were charging like you said. Yeah, but so basically, like with the $140, right? They were charging the customer that, but they weren't paying the premium to the driver.
The drivers. Oh no shit.
Yeah. So the drivers were still making their normal ass rate. But they were and Lyft and Uber and whoever the big companies were pocketing all that shit.
Yeah.
Even though like I was like, how the fuck is that even fair?
Yeah, that ain't right.
Like, what is the difference for like the actual company and software behind the scenes? They're not doing anything different than they would if nobody like it was the regular fucking just non-busy hours.
They're not doing the grunt work.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like it's just they got some shit for it. So yeah, exactly. So
Good
fuck
for
'em.
them. I'm glad they did.
Right? Yeah. What? All right, give me 1 second. So anyway, coming back now. Apologize for that quick little break. But yeah, so that's all I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about.
What did it start off with?
BMW with their shit.
Oh
their
yeah, how the
program
hell that
thing.
happened? Fuck.
We ended up all the way at like MTV and Bone Thugs and shit.
With cigarette lighters and shit like that.
Yeah, went off on kind of a little tangent.
Yeah.
But
no, I would never get paid for that fucking subscription. That's dumb. I'd rather watch with a fucking blanket.
You are just like 99% of people. Basically, there was a shit ton of backlash for it, and BMW decided to go back on their plan because people were like, "What the fuck is this?" You know.
That's so dumb. I wonder who sat there and
they got rid of it.
That dude should be fired.
Well, here's the thing: like, if they actually did that and like went through with it, I guarantee you other companies would have done the same. Like, somebody's gonna do some dumb shit like that, like for the heated seats, or I don't know. Like, I could understand things for like using like a GPS, right? Like if they give you a GPS option or some shit like that.
Yeah, use that.
Yeah, XM radio or whatever the fuck, like that type of stuff. But not features that are like built into the car. Like if I have to pay to use the heated seats or like to open up the windows. Like shit like that.
To use your lights at night, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want to drive at night? Oh, okay. Here's $15. Yeah. Be like, what the fuck is it? Yeah. Like that would really kind of fucking get under a lot of people's skin. So I'm glad that they kind of shut that down, because that was just like, I read that and all I read was the title at first, and I was fucking like furious. Yeah, like what the hell is going on? Man. Yeah, because I know Ford or some other fucking like GMC and shit like that. Like if BMW is doing it, one of those companies is going to do it next.
I also look at another company that they'll just rag on for doing that. Buy Ford, we don't charge you to use fucking heaters.
I mean, that would be great.
Yeah, we don't charge you to use our features.
Yeah, exactly. You paid for it. It's yours. Like that. I mean, that would be a good marketing tactic for them. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought, and especially because Beamer's like has like one of those like more luxury, like it's just their image, you know. Like I was like, of course it would be fucking BMW trying to pull some shit like this. The next is gonna be like Mercedes or Land Rover.
They had like gas and brake pedals that massage your feet, you know, that shit. Maybe.
Absolutely not.
Even that would be bad.
Absolutely not. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm glad that they didn't do that, because that would have fucking just really pissed a lot of people off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah. Anyway, what are your thoughts about BMW deciding to charge people and then kind of going back on it? Like, hopefully. I think most people are going to agree that it's a good thing. But yeah, I don't even know how the fuck do I even ask somebody? Like, what question would I even ask right now?
What do you mean?
Like, what am I going to ask the fucking people who are watching? Like, what are your thoughts on this terrible idea?
Tell me one good thing about it.
Yeah, this idea sucks. There's literally nothing to ask about. This is a shit idea that nobody's going to like.
I don't want to hear no cons. Tell me a pro about paying for a subscription. That's what I want to hear.
We don't want to hear any of that other dumb shit.
Yeah, I know all
we already know.
I want to know the
pro. Yeah. We want you to play devil's advocate and tell us why we're wrong.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yes. So tell us down in the comments why we are wrong, and that you want to pay the $18 subscription fee. All right. So speaking of like rich people and luxury and shit like that, there's I don't know. I've noticed a couple people doing this. I don't know if I wouldn't say it's a pandemic, but it's definitely kind of more of a growing problem, right? So basically, there's these influencers on Instagram, YouTube, whatever the hell they're on, right? And they're rich. They're fairly wealthy people already, right? But they're just blatantly asking for money now. Like literally just, hey, can I have $50 from all of my followers? Kind of thing.
No shit.
Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem with that or not?
Yeah, I got a problem with it.
Explain.
That's it. Done. But these are they get paid off of their their social media that they're using too, right?
Oh yeah, of course. That's what they do.
Yeah, they get money. But what you got? I don't think begging for money or asking for money. You need to sell. A lot of them sell merchandise. Don't beg for money, but find a merchandise to sell or fucking influence them to give money to a fucking charity or something. Don't just beg. I need $50.
I agree with that.
Keep going. And for me to keep going, I need $50. Well, you're about to lose a lot of followers.
Well, there was a girl, this one girl. She's getting the heat for it. Her name is Splishby or some shit like that. So basically, what she did was she asked her followers for $50 each. That was the example I used. Because she said she needed to buy something or whatever. But then it came out that how much money she actually has. Because later on, like literally like a day or so later, or only a couple videos of hers later, she was literally on like her parents' private jet. So people were like, hold on. You're asking people to send you $50 for everybody to send you $50. And she had like 300,000+ subscribers, something like 320 or something like that. And then it comes out that she's on this private jet that her family owns.
Yeah.
You know? So a bunch of people fucking dipped out.
Favor subscribing your channel.
Yeah.
I would do you more of a favor if I buy your merchandise. But I mean, other than that, that's all you're getting from me.
Yeah, I mean, but there's obviously going to be a bunch of people because of, she's a attractive female. So people are going to give her.
Yeah. They're hoping that they get their name remembered.
Yeah, exactly. That she just happens to like say their name or some shit and they come in their pants.
Thanks, Mike, kind of for that donation. Oh, anything for you. You let me know if you need some more.
Yeah, but people are like they're dragging her through the mud right now, and like she's lost like 30,000 followers or something like that.
I might go follow her now. And just be like,
just to unfollow her.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of funny because people are like, I do feel bad for her because she's young and she's stupid.
No.
But this is one of those things that you're just
How
like.
young is she?
I mean, I don't think she's that young. I think she might be like 24, 25.
Now she's just stupid.
Yeah, she's not very smart, obviously. But yeah, it was just kind of like one of those things where I saw it, and I was like, I was kind of on the fence. I'm like, is it really wrong to just ask people? Because she's not forcing them to give them money, she's not like. But it is fucking
do that.
Bad,
huh? I don't think you should. You shouldn't really ask them for money.
I don't think you should ask for money without offering something.
Yeah. I think the platform needs to take her off. Just say fuck it. That's part of the rule.
Just ban her.
Yeah, exactly.
Altogether.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna ban her or anything like that. But people are dragging her pretty hard right now. Like she's only posted old videos since then because I don't think she wants to post anything new because she's just not having a very good time lately.
Well, who told her that was a good fucking thing?
I don't know who told her that was a good idea. Like it was. Yeah, it was really. It's in poor. It looks terrible. It's got very bad optics to it. So, and then she came out and was saying something like, it's my family's jet. It's not my jet. And people were like, "Who gives a fuck?" Is your family? Oh, it's your family's jet. Okay, all's forgiven.
Yeah. You need more? You need more money?
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, sorry about that. Didn't misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
make it through handouts too.
Yeah, they asked for $50 to all their followers.
Say that shit was awesome,
I don't know. Well, politicians do that though. If they're like, hey, just give me money. But then again, their money that they get is usually more tracked, because they can only use the money given to them for certain things. I barely give them
money, man. I had a lot of state representative hit me up.
Oh,
and to keep our platform running, I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. And they even send me personal text. Hey, Mike, it's me again.
Yeah,
like, we almost got our goal. I'm like, that's cool. You did it without me.
Great. Yeah. Ever since the election kind of got is heating up, like I get probably 3 or 4 of those a day.
Yeah.
At least, and I'm talking like the text messages. I don't even know how many emails I got. I just delete them as I go down. Like I'm delete. Okay, I need this. Next one, delete. But yeah, I don't donate to any of those politicians or anything. I donated to one politician several years ago, and I think that's what fucked me because now I'm on like every single politician's fucking list to like get money.
Ramboss, man, he got us.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, oops.
Move out for this guy. Yeah. You said this guy was good. Man, he was back in fucking 2017.
He was all about it. He gave $5.
Exactly. Call him up. See what he's doing.
We called him and he was there.
Send him a text message.
Yeah, it was on what was it? Act. I think it's called like Act Blue or something like that. Was the thing, and I was like, yeah, I'll fucking throw some money at this, and then I was like, God damn it,
got me.
I'm fucking stuck in this never-ending hole now. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Man,
I get the ones that hit me up. I hate it when a sheriff department in the state of Louisiana hits me up and they can't pronounce my city.
Really? What do they say? What do they call it?
Cause it's called Bossier City, but it's Bossier. Everybody says Bossier City. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, you guys live in Louisiana.
They call it Bossier?
Yeah.
Like a person's more bossy than somebody else. They're like, oh, he's bossier than them.
Because
that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but that's really dumb.
You're in Bossier City, and I'm just like, okay, you don't live in Louisiana if you can't pronounce my fucking city. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. Like,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you go ahead and let me go now.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna get nothing from me now.
Yep,
I always tell them,
if
a police department calls, I'll be like, man, I'm driving right now. You know you can't be on the phone when you're driving.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah.
No, I hear that. But I do get a lot of calls. I just don't answer them. Like, my entire phone call list right now, if I showed you my phone, it's literally all just red phone numbers. Like, all of them are red.
Yeah,
it's all spam calls and shit like
that.
Like, what the hell is this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But nobody ever leaves a message because nobody needs to talk to me that bad.
Yeah.
So I'm good. The last people, actually, this doesn't matter at all. This is another tangent. Is that might be getting a pool here. So like we've been pricing pools to see So those are the ones that we want to leave a message because we are talking to basically trying to figure out like what company to go with or anything like that. So,
you got any price ranges?
Yes, it's between 75 and 125.
Yeah.
So it's pricey, but I don't know. It's hot as fuck outside.
Yeah.
Always.
I think over here, like summertime, I don't go out in the summertime. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That shit's fucking terrible. And speaking of like pools and shit like that and water, I know I'm going off on fucking tangents right now. I don't have any water at my house right now.
Why not?
Because they're doing construction like down the road, like building a new community, and I guess they fucking hit like a main water line.
How long has it been out?
It's been out for hours, dude. It's been out since like the middle of this afternoon.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They give you a heads up?
What? That the water was going out?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they did it on purpose. Like construction people just broke this water line.
Oh, okay.
And it fucking took out the water from like this whole area that I live in has no water. So,
well, hell,
like literally to flush my toilet, I had to go into the pool that I have now.
Yeah.
I had to go and grab a bucket of water out of my pool and dump it down my toilet.
At least you got that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I was just like,
if not, you'd be living that ship life, man.
I know, just water bottles and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, doing the whole fucking
on thing, can't even flush it.
Yep, just shitting on my own shit.
Yeah, exactly. Piling up.
It. Respect.
But so you speak about the waterman and all that.
Yeah.
The day I flew out to San Diego was a Wednesday. Well, Thursday, I get a call that my water's getting cut off, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I put in my water, it's been leaking out here in front of my front yard. And it's a slow leak because I open up the thing and the water's all clear and everything. Like, so it's like it's slowly it's working its way through mud. And I didn't see the leak. So I called the city. They came up here, dug up my yard. And then, like I said, Thursday I get a call from my son-in-law. Hey man, the water's cut off. Oh no, my ex. She's like, hey, the water's cut off. I'm like, what the fuck? So I called the city. They're like, yeah, we looked at it. That's more of it's not a city problem. It's a personal problem. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, yeah, it's not a city problem. I said, so what do I do? She's like, it's a personal problem. I was like, you got a phone number I can call to talk to? This is the phone number. I was like, so what do I do?
Wow.
She didn't know how to say what it was. So she got somebody else online. If it happens on the other side of the meter, it's my fault. It's my responsibility. I got to pay to get it fixed.
Okay, so that's where the problem was? She couldn't just tell you that?
Yeah, she didn't know how to word it. She's like, it's not a city problem, it's a personal problem. I said, okay.
Okay.
And I was like, so what I do? She's like, you got to call and it's not a city problem.
Be like, yeah, I get that. Like, who am I supposed to call?
But so I was so worried because, they always say everything that happens on us is going to cost so much to fix. But the good thing about it was the city, they already dug up the hole. He's like, hey, man, I'll tell you right now. He's like, we can see the leak, but we can't touch it because that's not us. You got to get a plumber. I can show them where the crack's at and just going to replace PVC pipe. It only cost me $250. But
the digging of the hole would have cost you a lot.
Yeah, digging the hole, everything. So all he did, and then there was another part of my plumbing that goes. This house used to have sprinklers.
Okay.
So the plumber came. He's like, "What the hell does that pipe go to?" We're like, "Man, we don't know." He's like, "It's been like this," and maybe looking at my pipes for like last 3 years because the shit's been busted. And then so he's like, "I'm just gonna cut this off." So he cut that part of the pipe off, sealed it off. And so my water pressure is supposed to be better, which I don't know because I don't live here no more. But but yeah, man, fucking. And then the dude was like, I was like, but I don't have no running water right now. He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. He's like, you can cut it on. You're gonna get a leak, but you're not gonna get charged for it because your water main is broke too. I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, perfect.
So I told my son last time, man, you can go out there and cut it on, and you're gonna have a leak. But so what he did, he just cut it on, filled up the bathtub for the day because the plumber came the next day.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, respect.
Yeah, fucking water,
Well, I'm glad that the first guy that came through, even though it wasn't his problem, he still kind of hooked you up. Yeah. Was like, hey man, like I'll leave it like this so that next guy can, actually get it done.
At least he answered the phone because instead of that lady,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
who am I supposed to call?
Like, so what the fuck do I do? Like,
call customer service. Okay, what's the number to that? You are talking to them right now.
Yeah, exactly.
What the
I
fuck?
hope somebody else would answer, not me. Can you call back again? Hopefully the other operator answers. I don't know what to do, sir.
So stupid. That's pretty funny though, but it does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully I get my water back sometime soon. Judging by the sound of it, it sounds like it's on right now. So
it
might be good.
Maybe you left it on, and you left that. That's why. Now came to tell you the water is up.
Yeah. Maybe that's kind of like what she was talking about.
Yeah.
But
it all makes sense
we'll see.
now.
It all came together.
Good job, Detective
It
Sherlock.
all came together. All right. I forgot what the fuck were we even talking about originally here again. We are just talking about all types of random shit today.
It went from a rant. It went from asking for money.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah. The rich girl asking people for money. We are just fucking all over the place today. We cannot stay on track today. We missed a week, right? So now we're just like letting everything loose. Like just letting the fucking
we should have talked about last week.
Like goddamn. Yeah. So, okay, Mike, I do want to read to you something that I recorded, and I kind of want people's opinions.
Read a recording. How are you going to read?
Well, no, I mean, I took a screenshot of it, and I want to read it to you. All right, and then I kind of want your opinion, and I want everybody's opinion on this.
Yeah.
All right. So here it goes. All right. me. All right. I saw a woman in church with pink hair, and I just can't wrap my head around it. Is it wrong that I think it's disrespectful? This past Sunday, I was shocked to see a woman in church with bright pink hair. I know we live in a time where self-expression is celebrated, but I can't help feeling like it's completely out of place in a sacred space like church. To me, church has always been about modesty and respect, not making bold fashion statements. After the service, I saw her outside and decided to approach her politely to share my thoughts with her. I expressed that I felt her hair color might not be appropriate for church, but to my surprise, she responded very rudely, telling me that it wasn't any of my business. I was taken aback by her reaction. Now I'm really struggling. Am I wrong for speaking up? Maybe I'm being old-fashioned, but I believe there should be certain standards, especially in church. Has anyone else experienced something similar? I would love to hear your thoughts.
Man,
what do you think, Mike?
2024, man. I'm with the pink hair girl. Who cares?
I'm with pink hair too.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see like her upbringing. That's what made her think like that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah, go ahead.
What do you do? What does the girl with pink hair do? Just not go to church just because she dyed her hair now?
I don't know. So my thoughts on this is that who gives, like, why are you sharing your opinion with somebody else without expecting any kind of fucking a repercussion to it?
Yeah.
You know? Like, you're just going to go up to someone, tell them something that you don't like about them, and then expect them to just be okay with that?
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Like, hey, you shouldn't wear pink hair to church because blah, 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 blah. And you'd think that, like, they're just supposed to be like, oh, you said it. Must be, okay, you know what, whatever.
But, I mean, I wish the pink hair girl would have snapped and just looked at her and be like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And then get her answer. Oh, you could have dyed it back. No, I don't want to dye it back.
Yeah, I'm not dyeing my fucking hair back.
I wish she would have just done. The pink hair girl was wrong for snapping at her.
I don't even think she's wrong for snapping at her. Tell you the truth,
because I want more of the story where I just want the pink hair girl looking like, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna play your little game. What do you want me to do?
For sure. That's pretty. Yeah, that's true though. Yeah. That kind of reminds me. I saw this video of this woman who stopped this guy who was just walking down the street, I guess, and he didn't realize that this part of the street was a private property area. Like, he shouldn't have been there, right? Apparently there were some signs along the way that say like private property or something like that. But anyway, it was like a beach road kind of thing, right? And he's just walking down, and then the recording starts, and it's like the guy's daughter's recording his interaction between the father and the I guess one of the homeowners in that area. And the lady basically is like, yo, yeah, you could go ahead and record. Like, I don't care if you're recording me, blah, blah. You shouldn't be here. Like, this is public property. Like, you can't be here. And then, so the dad just starts fucking like howling, like, forgive me. He's like, please, Lord, forgive me. Yeah. He's like, I walked down the street, the wrong street.
I think I had seen that one.
And then he's like, how will I God? He's like, how can I get into heaven now? He's like, I walked down the wrong street. Yeah. That's like, he falls on the ground and is like, he's rolling around and shit. Like, he's making such a big ass scene.
That's what I want.
I know.
She could have went viral with that stuff. Like, just look there, like, what do you think I should do? You know, just get more of her. Because if she would have done that to the lady that popped off of the question, she would have made that lady look more and more dumb than what she just did.
I guess so. That's true. But I just don't think that people should tell their opinions without expecting some kind of reaction.
Yeah, she could have
like, and it might not be the reaction.
I'm never gonna get to heaven now with pink hair.
Yeah, like, what am I gonna do?
I got 40 more years to live and forgive my sins, but I have pink hair in church.
But that's the thing. Like, there's a couple things about it. So, like, I don't understand why you need to be dressed up to go to church. Honestly, I understand there's like I understand there's a cultural kind of, I don't want to say like a stigma around not dressing up, like dressing in shorts and
you always say your
sloppy
best
t-shirt and stuff like that. Yeah, wear your Sunday dress is your best dress, right? Yeah. But why is that? Like, why do you need to be all dressed up to go to church?
Yeah,
like,
present yourself in front.
Like, I just never really kind of understood that. I guess you want to be respectful. Like, I understand that. It's kind of like if you're for a job interview and things like that, you're trying to put on a good face. But when you're going to church, I don't feel like that should be the.
Yeah, I think you should.
That shouldn't be a gate to keep people out. Like, I don't have nice clothes, I can't go to church. Yeah. Kind of thing. You know, like that. I don't really like. You know. And then the other thing is with that lady, like, I don't. Like, sometimes you just need to keep shit to yourself. Like, you don't own the church, you don't run the church, you're not fucking you're just some random fucking lady. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, people don't need to know your thoughts, especially if you're not expecting some kind of response.
I think it was more than just pink hair.
What else do you think it was?
Like, I think maybe with the pink hair, maybe it's the clothes she's wearing too, but she didn't want to say
maybe she didn't write any of that, so we can kind of
that's
just
what I'm saying. I think there's more than just pink hair going on.
I mean, maybe it's possible, but I don't know. I never really had, and especially nowadays, like, I would be more grateful that people are going to church if I was like a pastor or something like that, or even just somebody in there. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're trying to get people to go to church, telling people they can't have fucking pink hair is not the way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, like that is not at all going to help attract the newer generations of people who are way more accepting of shit like that.
Like, man, when I used to go to church, I used to wear polos in the jean. I'd be like, damn, I underdressed? Like, you know, I got polos.
Yeah, no, I wore polos and I used to wear polos and like khakis. I think it was like that was kind of like my go-to thing growing up.
When I was a little kid,
and then I
would wear the button-up shirts and khakis with my mom. But when I started going on my own, polos and jeans, that's what you get right here. Some polo boots, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it, but I didn't like that. Like I read that story and like I immediately was like, I fucking hate this lady.
Yeah.
Like I
just think Pink Hair did it
like
wrong, man. I wish Pink Hair would have done it how that guy did it.
Yeah, just way overly dramatic or something like that. We would
have watched the video and she would have went viral.
That shit was fucking funny though. Like that video had me dying laughing. Like he was, how do I get to heaven now? He's like, God, take me now.
And that lady was still upset, I think, too. She was still.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. But at the end of the video, the lady was like, she kind of was like, she shut up because the guy was just so over the top. Yeah. Like he out crazied the crazy woman. Yeah, you know, exactly. That's kind of what happened. So she didn't know what to do because she was expecting him to be like apologetic, and he was just like overly apologetic, like I'm so sorry, you know, blah blah blah. But anyway, I just want to know what you guys think. Who was in the right, the pink lady with the pink hair, or the church lady kind of telling the other woman, hey, that's not appropriate kind of thing. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Okay, so Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. Okay. Have you seen the meme videos about both of them recently at all? Okay.
After Angel Reese got injured, season ending, I kind of just tuned out of basketball.
Okay, so there's obviously something going on between the Angel Reese fans and the Caitlin Clark fans. Like there's two camps basically.
Yeah.
Right? And who should have been the, you know, rookie of the year, blah blah blah. Angel Reese's camp is like, oh, she averaged a double-double the entire time, and she rebounds like I'm crazy and blah blah blah. And then obviously Caitlin Clark's fans are just like, Jesus Christ, like just look at her, like watch her play. She's fucking amazing. But there's these videos on Instagram, and I think it's literally just called like WNBA alts with like some numbers, right? Yeah. And this guy, he puts together Angel Reese clips, but bro, these are the funniest fucking things ever, because I didn't know that she only had a 25% she made 25% of the shots she took underneath the rim.
Oh yeah, she got her own rebounds.
Yes, she grabs her own rebounds. Oh, like awesome. I was like, what the? Are you serious, like, dude? 25%. Yeah, 25%. Like Caitlin Clark shoots better than that from the three.
Yeah.
Like, how do you miss 25% of your shots underneath the hoop when you're fucking like 6'10" or whatever the fuck she is?
Stats. She's doing it for the rebounds.
Dude, it is hilarious. Like, these videos are so funny because like he'll just be like bang, bang, and then she just keeps missing. You gotta watch these fucking videos. So like, just I don't know, just check them out at some point.
You see it like during the she just throws stuff up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a very good like under the game. Like her footwork is fucking horrible.
Coordination, I guess.
I guess it's like she doesn't have any spatial awareness. She doesn't know where she is under the hoop. She just throws the ball up and hope the hoop is there.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I'm gonna go get the rebound.
If not, exactly. I'm bigger than they are, so I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I give her credit for hustling. Yeah, exactly. Oh, go figure. I got 10 rebounds easy. But yeah, no, she's I give her credit. She's all right, but I don't think that she's not very good, frankly. Like, she's not a top 10 player in the WNBA. You know, I don't even think she's like top fucking 50, to tell you the truth. But people really want to build her up, I guess, because she's the new, like, one of the new big rookies, I guess.
No, what it is, it's the rival between the two. That's why they want to keep that rival.
Yeah, but you need a rival that actually is like a kind of close comparison.
Yeah, but it all started with that championship game with Iowa.
Oh, with the ring thing?
Yeah.
Like she pointed at her finger?
That right there.
Oh, okay.
You can't see me.
Yeah,
It all starts with that. That's why, like, after that, then that's when they put that big, oh, look at this rival we got.
I mean, I guess. But, like, is it really that big of a rivalry if one is just blowing the fucking other one? So, like, for example, my high school team, my high school football team, our rival won state, like, every year that we were in. Yeah. But the thing is, we were, like, 0-10 or something like that. We sucked.
That was y'all's rivalry. Like, y'all weren't their rival.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how... That's not a rivalry. Yeah. Like, that's kind of like what's I feel like's going on here. Like, it was she won. Caitlin Clark won Rookie of the Year unanimously. Like, there wasn't a single other vote.
It's the commentators, the one that's building that rivalry, that's keeping that.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. The commentators.
That's the one who's keeping it.
Who's pushing it?
Yeah, and the fans, the fans are just there for the ride, and they still back up their person.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah,
it's the
but I like reading
ride.
all the comments. I like reading the comments and shit, and people are like, especially when I come across like a diehard Angel Reese fan.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Oh, you casuals don't know basketball," and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I'm thinking the same shit. Like she just like, gets her own fucking rebounds.
That Rookie of the Year, they made it seem closer than what it was, and that's the media doing that.
Dude, it was not even remotely close. It was unanimous.
But not if you let the media
not a single vote.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You let the media tell it. Oh, there's still a chance. But then once she got injured, they make it look like there's maybe like she could still live off of that double. But that's just the media doing that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't really kind of consider that it was just the media kind of pushing it.
People take it too personal. Like, let's say a Caitlin Clark fan. They're all about Caitlin Clark, and they look at Angel Reese, and they look at Angel Reese like she's the reason why I didn't build myself up to be Rookie of the Year. Y'all did.
Yeah, that's true.
I wasn't going around like, look at me, I'm Rookie of the Year. No, the media did. But the fans.
Angel Reese also has said some dumb shit, though. She said, I'm not the only one. She said Caitlin Clark's not. Basically, she didn't say her by name, but she said there's not only one person people are coming to see. They're coming to see me, too. And I think that kind of bit her in the ass a little bit because people are coming to see her, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know, like people are kind of watching her burn and enjoying it
too. Though she got her fan base too.
I guess that's true. Maybe I just don't see them.
Yeah, me, I see them because I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah, I guess that's where she played, so it kind of makes more sense for you to come across them than me.
So you're gonna have that favoritism, I guess, towards her. And like I said,
makes sense. That's fair.
I'm never gonna look at Caitlin Clark and just be like, "I'll look at her. She fucking sucks," because I enjoy her game.
Yeah,
but I like Angel. Don't get me wrong, I like Angel Reese, but I'm never gonna look at Caitlin Clark because she didn't do nothing to me, and that's what I hate. I hate when fans look at a player. That player didn't do nothing to you, but you get on social media and be like, "Look at that fucking thug. She didn't do nothing to you." You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that the most. They look at Angel Reese. She's a fucking thug. No, she's not. She's playing her game. I hate people when they do that shit. She did not do nothing to you.
Yeah, I agree with.
She did this to Caitlin Clark. She's a fucking thug. No, she's not.
Right. She talks some shit.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark did that to Von Lip the year before. And then
got her back.
Yeah, nobody. She's not a thug.
Right. So that's another thing too, though. Like
about the fan base that does that. I hate the fan base that does that.
It's basically it's like you can't. I can do it, but you can't do it to me. Kind of thing. Like, and they put on the blinders when their guy does it, but then if you did it back, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I hated that the most between that rival between the two. And like you said, it shouldn't even be a rival.
Yeah, it's not very close.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it, like just numbers wise, it's not very. And
that's the media what keeps it close.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I never really considered that it was just the media pushing it, but I think you're right. I think you're right.
Gotta hype. You gotta if you just. You can't hype up the WNBA if you don't have a rival.
Yeah, you kind of need the drama, right? That's what kind of keeps it going. Respect.
Not unless you're LeBron, then nobody's stopping you.
Dude, LeBron's son, like he kind of lost me recently. Like I was kind of rooting for him, Bronny James, but he recently put out a press conference or whatever. They're not just here to
say his dad.
Did you read what he said? Like, was that basically what it was? Oh, you pretty much hit the nail on the fucking head.
I just said it because we brought up Angel Reese. She's not the only one that brings people to watch.
Oh. So, no, Bronny James said, I'm not here just because of my dad. Like, I worked hard and I'm here because of my own merit, basically. Like, he's like, it doesn't matter what my last name is, kind of thing. Like, he's like, even if I wasn't a James, like, I'd still be here. And I was like, okay, this kid fucking, he's lost in the fucking sauce somewhere. Because there's no way a fucking kid in college who averaged 2.9 points or I don't even know, less than 3 points a game is getting drafted into the NBA.
Yeah.
Who had a heart attack like last year.
Yeah, the year before.
Yeah. I was like, what fucking planet does this kid live on right now that he's like, there's no way he believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know? Like, no way. Somebody is forcing him to say this shit.
He has to say it.
I guess.
He has to say the Lakers,
like,
it wasn't a hookup.
His dad is making him say it.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck it is. His dad's like, we all know why you're here, kid.
But Dad, I can't go out there and say it.
He's like, don't call me dad.
Yeah.
Like, call me goat.
Yeah. Call me Mr. James.
Like, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of bring up the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese thing because I've been watching a shit ton of those videos lately.
Yeah. What you say is WNBA?
Crack me. It's called WNBA alts. Like alternate kind of thing, but just alts.
But yeah, that's don't get me wrong. That it was Angel Reese's game. Was grabbing all the rebounds. Most of them were hers.
Yeah, well, that's still her game.
Yeah.
And it's a game that most people don't
season,
appreciate. Yeah, well, I mean, season's over now. Yeah. I mean, other than the playoffs, but nobody's watching that shit now that Caitlin Clark is
Clark's out.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. So many people watched it, and then nobody watches now. Yeah. Like, that's it. Like, people are like, all right, I'm out. See you later.
You know what they got to do next year? They got to build up the teams.
The thing that's crazy, this is what I think is going to happen, is that more and more girls are going to take after Caitlin Clark's style of play, and that's going to become the new norm. Because the thing is, when she's playing, it literally looks like
a lot of people, like the big girls can't do that.
No, the big girls can't do that. They can't move like she can move. She's not. I mean, the way it looks like she practiced against the boys. Is honestly what it looks like. Like, she played with guys her entire fucking life.
I feel bad when they show her brother.
That's basically it. Oh, I don't even know. Like, what is he? He's not good?
Nah, I don't know. I never heard of him. But I'm just saying that, like, if this is your sister, you should have been a beast. Like,
what the hell?
That's what you just
she
think.
Got all the,
yeah,
she got all the genetics.
Yeah. Like, your dad didn't coach you. We're like, what happened here? Like,
well, look at fucking Steph Curry and his brother.
His brother's a beast. He made it.
His brother's in the NBA, sure.
Yeah.
But he's not no fucking Steph Curry. Like, imagine living in that shadow.
Yeah.
Like, playing in the NBA and you're just getting traded around team to team to team. And then the other team has fucking, like, you're Steph Curry. You know, your brother is the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the Caitlin Clark thing. Like I said, I think it feels like she's been playing with the boys her whole life. And the other girls, it just looks like they're so uncoordinated. Like, it's weird. It's so strange to me.
There is a big difference.
It's weird, right? There's a massive gap. But she's closer to closing that gap than any other player I've ever seen on the female player. You know, her and that Asia Wilson or Aja Wilson or whatever her name is. She's fucking good too. She's the MVP. Yeah, she's really fucking good. But those two, there's nobody even like. For everybody else I've seen, it looks like they're playing in fucking quicksand. Like, it's so weird, or like through syrup. Yeah, in slow motion. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. Let's go ahead and do your question real quick because we're at like an hour now.
Roger.
So let's go ahead and knock that out. Let's see, where is that? In the trash questions.
And what are these questions, Nick?
All right. So for those of you who are still here, every week we kind of go through a list that I found of 400 plus questions to get to know somebody better. And Mike just chooses a number between 1 and 404, I think it is. And then I just read him that question and we kind of go through it. So, Mike, what is the lucky question for this week?
382.
382. All right, let me record this real quick so we don't do it again. Dude, you love the 300s.
Oh, man, I remember because I was shooting low every time. Because I just thought the low questions would be easy. Then you put me on blast, and I've been shooting high all the time.
It's like, Yeah, you've done 382, 387. You've done a lot of threes. I'm not going to say all the ones you've done, but those are the close ones. But anyway, so it's 382. Scrolling down. 382. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Most adventurous?
Yeah.
Becoming a shellback.
I guess that's kind of an adventure.
Is that adventure? What's adventure? What do we consider adventure?
I don't know. Adventurous could be a lot. Like, it has a pretty broad stroke. You could kind of take.
I haven't done skydiving, which I don't think I'll ever.
That's pretty adventurous.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do it. I've done zip lining on like the second longest one in Puerto Rico.
All right.
I done parasailing in Mexico, and that's the one. Man, that shit was so fucking. We were in Mazatlan.
Nice.
I did parasailing in Florida. They take you out on the boat, then they lift you up. No, that one in Mazatlan, man, they take you from the land. They take you out there, then you got to land on the land. You don't land back on the boat. You got to land back on the land. Man, that shit was so scary.
Damn.
Because, you've been parasailing?
No, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to land on land.
Yeah,
let my ass coast into the water.
Yeah. So Mazatlan was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But they start you off in the land and you're squatting down and they're dragging you with the boat. So you slowly and then just take you up in the air. Then they don't really tell you how to land. It's like they bring you back around after a lap and they just slowly keep you close to the shore. And it's scary because now you're not above water. Now you're above like fucking houses and clubs and bars and shit. Yeah. And you're like, this shit ain't gonna be good. And they kind of coast you on the fucking land and you land on the dirt, on the sand over there on the beach.
Damn. Did it hurt?
I don't think, no, it didn't. Because
that's good.
As you're landing, they kind of slow it down. And the guys kind of catch you and they kind of guide you down in.
Nice. All right, well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not as dangerous, but
yeah.
It's not. It was better when I did it in Florida, and they just brought you up on the boat and they reeled you back in on the boat.
Nice.
That was a little bit safe.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good. I accept that for your adventurous answer.
Yeah, parasailing is pretty fun, man.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
For me, I guess the most adventurous thing I did was probably back in high school. There was a girl who I was kind of interested in, and I wanted to like hang out with her, right? But she wanted to go into the woods, right? And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. So she took me to this place. Well, she took me to this place that was, basically it was like under this big ass like train track that was like, it was a trestle. That's exactly what it was called. Like it was the trestle. So she took me to this place, this train track area. But the thing is, like, apparently the train never really came through, so it was just kind of like an empty train tracks, kind of like you just fucking walk over, and then like you'd walk over these train tracks that was just like fucking way up high in this canyon, right between two hills. And
no water up underneath.
No, it was literally just trees and rocks and shit underneath it.
This some fucking. I saw this on what's that shit called? Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. What is that?
You don't remember this?
Oh,
even fucking.
No, I never saw it.
Made fun of it. Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, so I was up there and with her, and then the fucking train came by, and it was just like so fucking scary because, dude, there was like, seriously, it might have been like a couple feet between us and like falling off the edge of this fucking thing.
Oh,
we're getting hit by a fucking train. We were in the middle of the fucking bridge when the train came through.
You should have ran.
Well, we noticed it coming when it was like way fucking down. Like it was down there, but it was like a turn. So like it came around a turn or whatever. We were listening, and then we hear the shit. But we were like, dude, this trestle was fucking long. Yeah. So there was no running from it. Like we weren't going to outrun a train coming at us for like, it was probably a good mile long, like fucking trestle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we were probably like, no bullshit. We were probably like a foot away from getting either falling off the edge or getting hit by the train.
How far you think the drop was?
Enough to kill us.
Yeah.
Like,
damn.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure even if there were water beneath us, we would have died. Like, it was that far. So, yeah, that was probably the scariest, most adventurous thing I did.
See, I hung out on, we used to jump off the trestles over here. And I think the drop was probably about I don't know, maybe about 15, 20 feet.
Yeah, this was not that. This was like 200 feet.
So we did. You ever watch that movie Lost Boys?
No.
Where they hang for it's a vampire movie and they hang from the fucking railroad tracks while a train goes over them. We did that shit.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, we did that shit, but we drop in the water though. And like I said, now that I think about it though, now that the currents are so fucking high on this river, not high but so fast. The currents are fast and shit. But a lot of fucking trees go down these like logs and shit. We were just jumping the motherfucker like.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You fucking land on a log and shit.
Yeah, exactly. We were just young and dumb.
There was a girl who I followed on Instagram, and she broke her neck jumping off of a bridge into a lake or some body of water. But basically, she jumped in and she fucking cracked her head and like broke her neck. Yeah. And she's like still recovering and things like that. What was her name? Was like Hot Wheels or some shit like that. Like, yeah. She was cool though. She like it was a cool thing.
Y'all were like on the edge of that last wood.
Yeah. It was so goddamn close. Yeah. Like, yeah. It was if the train was literally a couple inches bigger. Like,
let's say this is what my chair is like the back, and y'all would have just sat down. Would that have been enough room for that train to go?
I don't know. I don't even know, man. Like if we were hanging off the edge right there.
Yeah, just had your leg off the edge.
We might have still been okay, I think. But it was just like I remember thinking that and
to run?
No, because there was no possible way
I would have
for us to make it that far.
How fast?
There's no way. The train is coming at us. Like it wasn't coming like fucking 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But still, a train coming 20 miles an hour is still fast.
No. You had.
And the girl I was with was not athletic, and she was like an art nerd. Huh?
Yeah. She brought you up there. She's on her own. Fuck that.
The train is only going to kill one of us. It's going to be you.
Tiger. This ain't a fucking tiger.
Exactly. I don't need to just outrun the slowest person.
Trip her, and then the train will be occupied. The train will derail because of her. I'm going to keep going.
Exactly. I'm safe.
That's crazy. Did you ever go back up there?
No.
I would have went.
Did not go back up there. But okay, so I lied. We did go back, but we didn't go down the trestle.
Yeah,
we didn't go down across.
Stayed there and just see how often the train comes by, because that motherfucker, she lied to you.
It never came by again.
Man,
like I never saw it again.
You never went back up there.
No, I did go back, I mean, I went back a couple times, but we didn't go back. Anytime after that, I never went. She did. She did. She said it was never there, and I was like,
"Damn."
I mean, that was closer to her house than mine, so she was there way more than I was.
Yeah, she had fucking suicide notes written at her house and everything.
She had suicide note written in blood. Just a love note to me, like, oh. Actually, it's kind of funny because she was the same girl who basically, like, I had a friend who he passed away a couple years ago. But anyway, back in the day when in high school, we went over to this girl's house, and her friend were at the house, and they were telling us like, "Hey, we'll do anything you guys do." And I was like, don't fucking even look at me. Like, I'm not doing any of this shit. And then he's like, come on, man. Come on. I'm just like, bro, no. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm not doing any of this. I was like, I don't care how desperate you fucking are. Like, I'm not doing this.
Damn near cute.
But yeah, it was that same chick. Yeah, it was kind of funny, but I was just like, he was so fucking, he was a cool guy. Sad how he ended up passing away, but it was just like, I still remember that shit. Like, I was like, bro, I'm not fucking, don't touch me, don't look at me, you stay on your side of the couch. Yeah. Like, I'm not fucking doing anything. But yeah, anyway, that was my most adventurous thing.
Yeah, that shit, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Shit, the hell it
was. Yep, you never know how alive you are until you're almost dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do we have anything else? Like, is there anything you want to, before we get out of here, anything you want to tell the...
My trip to San Diego was nice, man, and it made me realize that, man, I cherish friendship a lot. That shit, that shit was all... Like, when I went out there, man, I ran into about 10 sailors, man, that I used to be stationed with. We went as far back as 2006.
Nice.
Sailors that I knew from 06, so...
I would love to go out to San Diego again and just see, a bunch of fucking old, like, Wayne Meyer people. Yeah. Like, I genuinely would. And if I ever get the chance, like, I want to go and get out there. And if any of them are watching, like legit, if you ever guys, anybody needs to come out to Florida, especially the Orlando area for any reason, like literally just send me a message and, you know, you got a place to stay here. Like, just let me know. All right.
When I did my final, you know, I was at San Diego Airport, and I was then y'all in Louisiana, which I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna be doing here, but you can try to hit me up, but don't come to Louisiana. There's nothing to do here.
I think the only thing people would do in Louisiana is like Saints games and
Mardi Gras.
A lot
of people, some people want to check out Death Valley at night, LSU at night.
Oh, okay. I guess that might be a thing.
But like where I'm at, I always tell people where I'm at, do not come. Like fucking Pitt wants to come all the time. Torres wants to come on. Like, no, we'll go somewhere. We'll go to Dallas. We'll go to Houston. We'll go to New Orleans. We'll meet up there. There's nothing to do here. Like,
you guys can always come to Orlando.
Yeah,
just
I'll be there. I think next year. I think I'll make a trip next year. Man, we got them cheap flights that come out of here. So
respect.
I'll probably go there and I'll probably bring my daughter and just throw her at Disneyland. And I'm not even going. I can't walk. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think Disney's like 35 minutes from here.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's not far from where I'm at. I don't have any Disney tickets. Like, I don't give a shit about Disney at all.
No,
if anything, I'd go to Universal.
Yeah, I got the Air Force base. How far is Universal from there?
It's the same.
Is it?
It's like 35, 40 minutes. Yeah, they're all in the same area.
$300 lightsaber. That's all I want. Is a $300 lightsaber.
Oh, the lightsabers?
Yeah.
You can buy those at Disney Springs, which is free. You can just go to Disney Springs and you don't need to be in Disney to buy it. Yeah. They sell them at Disney Springs. Shit. Yep. Disney Springs is like a big ass outdoor mall.
Yeah.
So kind of cool. I like that place.
$300 ones.
Yeah, they sell the authentic. They have everything you would buy at Disney, you can buy in Disney Springs.
I'm about to tell my son.
100%. Yeah, it's free. Just go and park and wander around and get lost.
He's trying to go down. He's trying to go to Atlanta sometime soon or summertime, I think.
Well, if your son ever needs literally any of your family, like they're all welcome. So
what about Kratos?
Just let me know. Except Kratos, not him, because him and Bo can't be in the same area.
What about Apollo?
Too much fucking alpha male. One of them's getting humped. Yeah. I've heard about you. Exactly.
I'm the dog of war. I'm Kratos, the dog of war. You're Bo the mechanic.
I'm Behemoth. But yeah, so that's about all we have, I think, right? We're pretty good?
Yeah, I'm good for the week.
Respect. All right, good. Good. I'm glad you're back, Mike. I'm glad you're back.
It's good to be back.
All right. If you've been enjoying hanging out with us, please go ahead and send us a like, subscribe, comment, share, do all those things. We really are trying to grow. So yeah, if you could help us out in any of those ways, we'd really, really be grateful. If you want to see more of us, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram. I am also streaming on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all those things, under Ramboss the Terrible. And if you just want to hear the audio version of us, you can always find us out on Spotify. And remember, bad decisions make for the best stories. Peace out.
Peace.
Audio Jungle.